Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Ha Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this session. On a discussion on the first chapter, we have left out a topic because it was Mahara Sankranti. Yesterday we touched and started the second chapter. We are yet to go a long way in the second chapter. It's very, very heart-filling, very wonderful chapter, especially the first analytical study or Sankhya Yoga philosophy. So the Sankhya Yoga is very special. We'll dive into it, but before that, we have an unfinished task in chapter 1. So that is the assignment which I gave you in weekend to think over or ponder over. So I think you have slept over it and or you would have thought about it or had some ideas about it. Generally, your opinions and understanding. This should be a very positive sharing. There shouldn't be any offensive methodology, but in the right perspective, as devotees who are chanting Hare Krishna, who are taking up responsibilities gradually in the moment of Krishna consciousness, we should have a proper perspective to see this. The second chapter will give us a very, very clear understanding of this. So that we will come back to this later when we go to the second chapter. But right now, I would like you to have a discussion on this topic before we proceed into the second. So I have devotees asking me questions or asking it doubtfully, or two or three of you have pinged me. It's very interesting. So I thought it should be brought into the. This is a question which is for senior disciples like Prabhupada's disciples and other senior leaders. We are taking care of Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, and Bhakti Vedanta. me and Prabhu are in this service. We have many other services in Guruship, but this is one of the primary aspect for seniors. So in that, this question is posted in the first chapter for discussion. So I thought it's also important for you to know things properly before proceed, because if something is written by Srila Prabhupada in the purport, we can take it very seriously. And so we are taking it very seriously right now. But we should know that properly. If we apply it in a wrong way, then it is going to be very dangerous. So I would like you to have a positive discussion on this, which from your thought process. But the outcome which I'm expecting, hope all of you have the question anyway, I'll repost it. I have posted what is the outcome I'm expecting in the chat box and also in a WhatsApp group. In both, I have posted. So the question here for discussion now, today, is with reference to the Bhagavad Gita 1.40, Adharma, Bibhavat, Krishna. So, Sri Susushna, Shubhashneya, the Sri, when they don't have protection of men, then the men will be dead in the war field. Then the women will not have any protection. The children and women will become like anath. So, only the great Kshatriya warriors are going to die. Not everybody is going to die. The soldiers and other Kshatriya leaders, they are going to die. Leaders are going to die. Then the women will be left alone with other common people. The common people will be family members. There are many family members who doesn't go to the war. All the men, almost many men from the family were sent to Mahabharata war. It is not almost all the men, but certain men were there back. So only the society will be left like that. So that is the danger Arjuna is seeing. So many men will be dead, many men, but almost most of them have families. So what will happen to that family? Who will support them? And women are not very intelligent and are not therefore trustworthy is given by Chanakya Pandita. Prabhupada is quoting Chanakya Pandita. Prabhupada is not writing here. He is telling that Chanakya Pandita said like that. He is quoting him. So, and what was Prabhupada's perspective? How did Prabhupada treat women? All these things are really practically available in front of us. In both in video, audio, letters, dealings, and now we have many Prabhupada disciples who are women. So we have the perspective with which Srila Prabhupada saw and behaved. So that's also a great evidence for us, which is there with us. So how, when we are dealing with Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis in Krishna conscious movement, so how do we need to see them? So this is very important. So the question here is, in your response, discuss the consequence of misunderstanding the statement within ISKCON and our preaching to the society in general. This is what I had given you. So, and I also have gave you some to think of some Vaishnavis in history who are exemplary example in the society. So you already have some historical figures, like for example, Kunti Maharani. She brought up great warriors, five greatly dharmic boys, and Draupadi, who Krishna was very close friend of hers, and he was always there for her, and only because they committed Vaishnava Aparadha, the entire Kuru dynasty was destroyed. So this, like the certain examples you can see, even the ones which I have quoted. So you can think of those examples. But what exactly you can discuss, have all these things in your discussion. But I will give you good time, half an hour, 30 minutes for this discussion. At the end, I would like you to come out with the give Vaishnavis in the history who are exemplary examples of the society. This you need to bring to mainly to remove any offensive attitude if we have in our mind. Generally people have. So we have to remove that offensive attitude so that our progress will not be disturbed. And then why it is mentioned women is generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. Why it is mentioned like that. Second, how does this apply to devotees in ISKCON? Third, while preaching, how to present this statement in right perspective. And fourth, give some examples of Vaishnavis in history who are exemplary examples in the society. So these four things you need to bring out. All of you understood, hope. So I will divide you into groups. Now we have 11. of you, so including me. Then it makes 10. So I can make 3, 3, and 4. 3, 3, and 4. 3 people in one group, and 3 people in one group, and 4 people. So take your time, discuss on this topic, and then we'll get back. So we have, okay, this is how it is. So we have here Mataji is also. So we have Sumedha, we have Disha and Jayalakshmi. So I'll put each one in one group so that they can also share their perspective of how it is, how the real world situation is, and everything. Okay. Come out, and it's not that you need to come out with the right answer. We are not asking for right answer or wrong answer. We are generally trying to find out how to look things into the right perspective, how to look so that we are safe. We are not, we are 100% following Srila Prabhupada. At the same time, we are not committing Vaishnava Aparadha. See, this both is a balance. So for that, a clear vision and perspective is essential. So that is the motive of this, not any other. This is right answer, wrong answer. But after you come back, I'll also give my side opinion or understanding in so many years staying back in Krishna consciousness, over 25 years, 25, 26, our silver jubilee years finishing now in Krishna conscious movement. So I can share my ideas also on this. Okay. So breakout room I'm creating. First, I'm creating 3 breakout rooms and assigning automatically. But if there are 2 Matajis, then I'll put Jayalakshmi, Jeevesh, Navaneet, Govinda Prabhu, and Sailesh is in one. Akarshak Sri Hari Prabhu, Om Govindarai Prabhu, and Om Govindarai is in listening mode or what? Okay. And
No,
some.
no, I'm listening.
Your name is coming like that. Okay, it's very good you're listening. Huh? And Santosh Nitai Prabhu. Akarshak, see how it changed. Okay, so I need to move the Sumedha into room 2. And I will move Santosh Nitai Prabhu, Abhishek Sinha, and Disha Agarwal to room 3. Okay, or Navneet can come. Jayalakshmi, Jeevesh, Sailesh. Um, okay, this seems to be good. Jayalakshmi, Jeevesh, Navaneet, Govinda Prabhu, Sailesh Prabhu. All those are in one Bhakta Sailesh, all in one room. And Akarshak Sri Hari Prabhu, Om Govindarai Prabhu, and Sumedha Mataji is in room 2. And room 3 is Abhishek Sinha Prabhu, Disha Agarwal, and Santosh Nitai. Okay, is it all right? Okay. Hare Krishna. Hope all of you understood the task.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So take around 20 minutes to discuss and then go into the question answering. Don't directly go and, okay, the assignment is this, so I'll do only this. So I want you to have some discussion so that I'll also have some entertainment with you while entering the room. Okay. Thank you very much. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Rival, I'm assigning you to room 3. That is where Santushnita is there.
Okay, ma'am.
Join.
अरे खत्म हो गया, मेरे को पता भी नहीं चला खत्म हो गया। किधर गया मैं, किधर गया? Am I in the room और
अभी अभी गोलोक वृंदावन में पहुंचा आपने।
अरे माता जी आ गए। सॉरी।
इधर है हम लोग। ओके, हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा, वेलकम। ओके, we'll go from team number group 1. Come with your outcomes. Present it. Is team 1 ready, or we want team 3 to do it? Whom do you want? Team 1, are you ready?
Yes, Mata. Team one is our team, Mataji. I forgot now.
Yes. Group room number 1.
So, as per the purport in 1.40 Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that women is not intelligent and trustworthy. So, actually, we should not see this statement in a material point of view, because that statement is not for all men or women. So, women, it refers to the ordinary women who was not into the God's realization or spiritual movement, Krishna conscious movement. So, when men or woman becomes Krishna conscious, he or she takes care of herself or himself. So, if the woman is trained from the beginning to remain chaste, then that is called Satita Dharma. So, if she is into Krishna conscious movement, she is not intelligent. We cannot say her that she is not intelligent and trustworthy. So that statement refers to the ordinary women. So we have to understand that once we are into this Krishna conscious movement, we are taken care and we don't belong to that category. So that is what my consequences. If people read it in material point of view, then they may say that they will become against this what Vedic scriptures, Bhagavad Gita. They'll think that the Veda is saying something wrong. That will be the consequence. So, example of the great Vaishnava women, my example is Nala Damayanti, where she is a daughter of a king, marries a king. But at one point of time, when her husband becomes very poor, poverty stricken, even though such a condition, she still stayed with her husband, with him in tough times, without thinking of getting separated. So that is one example of mine. Navneet Prabhu, Jeevish Prabhu can continue.
Is this a group work or individual task? Okay, overall, anybody would like to present, or all of you bring? What is Navneet Prabhu joined a little late. He was in office. Jeevesh. Who else is there? Sailesh.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
So regarding like examples, we had like we're talking about Kunti Maharani. So Prabhupada has also translated this book, Teachings of Kunti Maharani. So this is a great example that whom we are following, and we are following Prabhupada's teachings, and specifically Prabhupada has given a book to us, that is Teachings of Kunti Maharani. So this is regarding the examples that we need to speak Vaishnavis in history. And one statement, what I can remember from Teachings of Kunti Maharani is that when everything was finished, like Mahabharata, like Kurukshetra war and all, so Kunti Maharani states that when there was a lot of peril and lot of like pain in our life, we were continuously remembering Krishna. So so she was stating that we want this again and again so that we can remember you. So this is like a great example. Um, this is I wanted to say.
Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, next, Sailesh.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, like I would like to tell the example of Yashoda Mataji. As
Okay. Yashoda, of course, good, but she's not one of the society person. She's from spiritual world. But in spiritual world, the spirit soul can either take up male body or female body. Like it can be Nanda Maharaj or Yashoda Mai. Doesn't matter. But they all serve Krishna in various capacities in Bhava. Like you have Vatsalya Bhava, Madhurya Bhava, like that. Somebody may be Sakya Bhava as friend. Somebody may be Madhurya Bhava as lover. Somebody may be father, mother, neighbor. Like this, they take up roles, but all are living entities in spiritual world. They have attained perfection. But in regular society, also there are excellent women. I think you're not able to remember much, but some people remembered in material world, if we see, transcendental Vaishnavis in material world. So there are like even if you see personalities like today in front of our eyes, we live in Mayapur, we have Ganga. Every day you are worshipping Tulasi. She's Maharani, you're saying. And these are some transcendental personalities, as Sailesh mentioned. So if women generally are less intelligent, then why are you going around Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani? Just get out.
and Mataji, like I have one more doubt, Mataji. Like
Yeah, your doubt I'll address. Surely I'll address. Already
no,
you have.
regarding a Mataji, like
Hmm. Hmm.
like Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji, the one who sung Govinda Mati Purusham.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to tell about that Mataji also. Like
Tell me. Hmm.
Prabhupada was like fascinated like about that Mataji's kirtan. So that's why Prabhupada asked, ordered like in every temple during Darshanarthi, it should be sung in Mataji's voice. So that's why we play in every temple Darshanarthi in Mataji's voice, the audio. No one sings the song.
Good. Very nice example.
Yes, Mataji.
Pleasing the spiritual master is a great quality. Very difficult. Even for men, they have a lot of ego to bend down the head, either in front of Krishna or in front of spiritual master. Hmm? So this that humbleness is naturally there and then in women. Very good. Yamuna Mataji pleased the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. Good example. Okay, let's go to the team. Navneet Prabhu, would you like to add anything in this team?
Yes, Mataji. What I wrote was specifically saying that 2 points to add, Mataji. One was, I mean, there is only one Purusha, that is Krishna. So, and if we talk about men and women, I think it is not in the devotional world. Men and devotion is well beyond men and women. Um that was one. And the consequences, if we start kind of talking about men or women being very less intelligent, anyway, everybody have their own faults, right? The four defects. So what to speak of who's less intelligent and who's more intelligent? Everybody is not intelligent until they can surpass the four defects that they have. So that was not my thought, Mataji. And uh, I mean, even in the discussion, again, I was talking about Kunti Maharani. Uh, I mean, the way she kinds of wants to be in the presence of Krishna, even when Krishna is living. She likes to have problems rather than not having problems, because when problems are there, Krishna is always near her. And also how great a devotee if she is in, because if in Bhagavatam itself there is a Kunti Maharani's stuti mentioned in Bhagavatam. So those were 2 points, Mataji.
Good. Nice. So it's not limited to only certain personalities. There are, of course, Kunti Maharani is wonderful, pure devotee. And we have many more examples also. Why
I
you are
was
not
talking
quoting?
of
Why none of you are
Andal.
quoting? Why none of you are quoting Draupadi?
Draupadi was first person whom I said, then shifted to Kunti Maharani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll come back to that. Very good. Nice. Very nice perspective. While preaching, if we do this, what will happen? If for example, you're taking a class and saying that women are less intelligent, that we will discuss with group 2. Okay. Thank you very much, Navneet Prabhu. Group 2, come and present.
So, who wants to speak? Akasha Prabhu, Mataji, first.
You start, Prabhu, then we will add.
Okay. So, I thought that while I'll explain, you just mention the points which you have mentioned in the discussion about Prabhupada and that Bhagavatam, so that we can recall that thing. So, Mataji, uh, so statement was women are generally not very intelligent, therefore not trustworthy. So here Srila Prabhupada often emphasized the importance of protecting women, not as an assertion of inferiority, but as a way to highlight the need for social structures to ensure their safety, dignity, and spiritual growth. So misunderstanding this statement can lead to representation of Vedic culture and alternation modern audience. I have wrote some points. I will read shortly in brief, that is, and then we will move on the topic. So misinterpretation of woman's role, viewing woman as inherently inferior or untrustworthy may lead to neglect of their spiritual potential and discourage their participation in devotional service. What will be in impact in preaching? Modern society values gender equality. So misrepresenting Vedic teachings may create barriers to engaging people with Krishna consciousness. And what challenges should ISKCON have? If failing to honor Vaishnavis contribution may cause discontent and loss of valuable devotees. So yeah, the both two example, even Subhida Mataji has come for some very wonderful example. We'll discuss Draupadi Mata, her unwavering devotion and intelligence saved her family, in the game of dice. And Queen Kunti, the prayers we can see in the Bhagavatam. Sumedha Mataji told us about Janva Devi Mataji, who was leader in Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, and also she guided devotees about the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was a very nice example. So the point came here about the quote Chanakya Pandit, less intelligent and untrustworthy. So why less intelligent? Which we have discussed. Why? Because it is not mainly less intelligent. I have read that book and what Chanakya Pandit explained about, because woman has soft heart. Why? Because she is giving birth and she know the importance of life. uh the heaviness of life she knew, and because of his soft hearted, in certain condition she will have fast decision from the softness, from her softness. Because of that, Chanakya Pandit wrote about in various situation about is less intelligent person, not because they are less intelligent person in that age. And why untrustworthy? Because even Chanakya was maintaining the army of Vishkanyas, and even enemy also possessed that army Vishkanyas. Vishkanyas means not the Sarp Kanya. It is a female. From the birth, one person feed uh, certain amount of poison to the female body from the birth, so that his whole body will become poisonous. So while why untrustworthy? Because Chanakya was teaching his full family, that Bindusar, Ashoka, and Chandragupta. So Chanakya was telling that why untrustworthy, because at that time, because of poisonous in her whole body, even her nail is poisonous. So by scratching a single part of the body, the another body will become poisonous. So at that time, many kings were defeated just because of woman indulgence in the in intimacy. That was the Chanakya's point, not because they are untrustworthy or less intelligent person. Second thing, Prabhupada wrote. Akarshak Prabhu, you were mentioning about Prabhupada. What point was that?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So yeah, actually, means it's not like that, means only ISKCON has, only approached this thing that, means, or means that, if humans are in devotional service, then they are not on that platform like that, and we don't consider her as less intelligent or trustworthy, because in our, we also see that there is Kashyap Muni. Diti is also, we know that he is very eager to kill Indra, and means and that's why he is want to have child like that. But Kashyap Muni means by intelligently he just engaged her in a devotional service. Actually, he want to purify, means actually it is very written also in 6.18.43. We purpose we will go. Then actually he said that if she agreed to follow the rules and regulation of Vaishnav principle, the unclean core of her heart will certainly be cleansed. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. This is the process of devotional service. So means yeah, means if this is applied, then means we need not to again consider him as less intelligent or like that. So it means that is a very very nice point there for addressing second point. And also means we have in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.4.25, there it is mentioned that Stri Sudra Divij Bandhu. So means that all these are they are considered less intelligent, so that's why Mahabharat Granth is just created for, because they are not able to understand great science of in through Vedas like that, or some different books. But what is happening means, because the Sudra and the women's class do not have to undergo any samskaras except marriage ceremony. So that's why they can say like that they are less intelligent or somewhat, they don't have an intelligence. But if they are getting even knowledge now, so how we can anyone can consider like that. uh, so yeah, these are the two means point that we can give
Okay,
you there.
I would like to add something here. So there are some points in the scriptures also, and one what Akash Prabhu mentioned, and also some that was somewhere where Prabhupada is also mentioning about Sudras and
You people are doing the discussion again, what you did in the room.
No, I'm coming on point. I'm coming on point, Mataji. So
Okay, we are not the same discussion again. It takes here now already 10:15. We have another group also. So I want you to come out with the outcome. What outcome you came out after the discussion? We are representing, already presented in the room. Again, you present here the general points of discussion.
okay, so in short, that this mainly not apply on the devotees who is practicing Krishna consciousness, who has taken shelter to the lotus feet of the spiritual master and Krishna consciousness. It is we all are mudhas in Kali Yuga, so that was the point. It is not applicable to the devotees like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have asked 4 questions, the outcome of the discussion.
Oh, yes.
You forgot, all of you?
Nine. Wait.
Somebody has taken down the notes. See, you should learn how to do group work, okay? Teamwork, Sankirtana. This movement is called Sankirtan. So when you you individual contribution, you talk, 4 of you are there, 3 of you are there, talk that 3, and one person's okay, who is going to take notes? So 3 of you should discuss who is going to present. So in this way, any one person can keep taking notes who is comfortable at that situation. And then the notes can be read out. Did we miss any point, or maybe some point is irrelevant? Should we take it out of the notes? And then final answer should be made ready. And then decide who will present outside, not after coming out, Prabhu, will you present? Will you present? So then after that, Prabhu, so this is what it is. So maybe I will present this point, you present this point, you present this point. Presentation also you can share among yourselves. Doesn't matter. So the person who is going to, one person will be little more outgoing person, another person may be little shy or something. So the person who is outgoing person should engage others, not as a leader, but as a peer in a friendly manner. Just engage them and bring all their points together, and it will be one brain. Brahma has 4 heads. Why? Why not Krishna give him 1 head? So when there are 4 heads, there are 4 different perspective points will come. Why the group discussion is being sent inside the room? Huh? Because when 4 different perspectives come together, 4 different answers comes together, and when you condense it into an answer, it will be excellent. It will be excellent. So you should take advantage of the 4 brains there, 4 thinking processes. Not different, we should be different from each other. We can be agreeing to each other, at the same time bring additional points, and all the points put together should be presented in the main forum. This is what is the general methodology of group discussion. The group discussion is very powerful than an individual giving his opinion. Because individual 1 brain, group discussion 4 brains. So that is the speciality. Okay, all of you understood how to do group discussion hereafter?
Yes.
Okay, so now, okay, Akarshit and Sumedha, you would like to add any points about the example Vaishnavis in the history, or how it is relevant to preaching? Or Om Govindrai, whoever is in team 2, quickly.
Sumedha Mataji told about the example of Janvi Mataji. I have discussed why is it mentioned. Second point, how does this apply to devotees in ISKCON, which is also mentioned in the above discussion. Third, while preaching, how to present this statement in right perspective. That the point was remaining. Like Durga Devi is a female, is superior from without her permission we cannot go. That was something. Second, because of woman the world is we are coming in the world, and she knows the value of the richness of the life. So in that way we can discuss about in the right perspective
Okay,
while preaching.
Jano Mataji is a Mataji is very good example. Excellent. That's an excellent, because Nityananda Prabhu's wife, and she, after the Panchatattva's disappearance, the entire Krishna conscious movement was under her direction. She she was the leader of our Krishna conscious movement after the disappearance of Panchatattva. Excellent. And as far as Durga Devi and all, or the material is concerned, they are all expansions of Srimati Radharani and Shaktis. So they are very different in category. So when we talk about jivas, living entities, so we already saw internal potency, external potency, marginal energy. We are all marginal energy, like Kunti Maharani. We are talking about the jiva, not the Andaranga Shakti Tattva or Bahiranga Shakti Tattva. So if we take Yashoda and all, they are already in Mukti. So the question, if you see, give examples of Vaishnavis in history who were exemplary example for the society. So like that. So the example which was given, Yamuna Mataji was given, and then Jano Mataji, then Kunti, then Draupadi. They were all lived in this particular society like any one of us. Even when I say Ganga or Tulasi, they are not one of us. They are Shakti Tattvas and they are very powerful. When
Brahmana
somebody,
Mataji, Brahmana's Patni, they can be.
Brahmana Patnis, yeah, they went to Krishna. They, for example, things which are kept for yajna, they, they know the conclusion. Yes, very good example, Akarshak Prabhu. Like this, okay? Just a positive discussion and then an outcome is expected. Okay, very nice. Theme 3. Santosh Nitai Prabhu, Disha, are you there?
Hare
No?
Krishna Mataji, yes, Mataji.
Yeah,
Mataji, maybe Santosh Nitay Prabhu can take if he's available
because what?
because he presented all the points very nicely, so he'd be able to summarize it very well, I think.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu, go ahead. Who else is
So,
there? Disha, Santosh Nitai, and one more person was there.
Abhishek
Abhishek
Sinha
Singh
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Abhishek, yes. Okay.
So,
Continue.
Mataji, I think we couldn't complete and conclude all those points, but still, I'll try to.
That is why when I give you in the weekend, no, it's for you to think about. So you're supposed to just go through it. What is the meaning of putting it in the group? I don't know. I think we should close the WhatsApp group. It's a waste.
No, during the discussion, we were unable to conclude among all.
Okay, if you have already thought about it, half an hour is too much. 25 minutes I gave you.
Okay, so I'll just break all these points and how I understand and how I would, from preaching point of view. So actually, intelligence is the discrimination power of what is right and what is wrong, and then you utilize the senses. So in the verse what Prabhupada wrote, giving the uh, like giving the quotation of Chanakya Pandit, is actually women are less intelligent. So women, so current era, if I look, then Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra, as well as so all of them are less intelligent because they are unable to discriminate between what is right and what is wrong. So what is right? So Krishna in the successive chapters tells about, so those who worship Lord Krishna and practice devotional service are the most intelligent. Those who go for demigod worship and all are less intelligent, uh, like those who don't worship also atheists, all of them are less intelligent. So those who worship are the most intelligent and most trustworthy. So talking about women are less intelligent and not trustworthy. So actually, Prabhupada is writing. So yes, true. But then current era, since everybody is Shudra, and so it applies to all. Okay. Now, point number, yeah, also referring to what Akarshak Prabhu told Stri and like Stri Shudra Dvij Bandhu. So, like successive chapters, we see this quotation given. So, this is point number one. Second point, how does this apply to the devotees in ISKCON? So this actually does not apply to devotees in ISKCON, but I would like to refer that whoever is actually practicing Krishna consciousness, so actual practice means under bona fide spiritual master and following all the regulatory principles. So it can be a devotee, he can be a devotee, but if he is not actually um, following under disciplic succession under bona fide spiritual master, then I what is what my perspective actually is not a devotee. So if a person is actually following all this, then it does not apply to him or her, uh, and actually he is the most intelligent, because in the successive chapters of Bhagavad Gita we see that I referred that he is the most intelligent because he is worshipping and practicing devotional service. Now, while preaching, how to present this statement in a right perspective. So, why Prabhupada is writing here? The Prabhupada is writing because Arjuna had this dilemma in his mind, and actually at that time, what Disha Mataji was referring, that all this Varnashram system was established. Now it is not, because everybody is Shudra. So now it is not, earlier it was. So the intelligent class of men were the Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas, and the less intelligent was the Vaishyas and the Shudras. So at that point of time, when Prabhupada is writing, at that point of the time, if the Kshatriyas are killed, then these Shudras and the Vaishyas will mislead because they don't have actual discriminating power what is right and what is wrong, because that's why they are also less intelligent. So they will mislead the women, and women actually they are not devotees of Lord Krishna, because if they would have been, they would have been the uh, intelligent class, so they would mislead to adultery. So that's why Prabhupada is explaining this point. So yeah, and so this is how I'll try to present this statement in a right perspective. Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Excellent. What about anybody? Disha and Abhishek would like to add something. Who else is there? Preeti Priyanka. Preeti Rupini.
Oh, sorry. The examples I think Singapore and Disha Mataji can give about the Vaishnavis.
Hare Krishna Maji, we could only come up with these three examples of Queen Kunti, Draupadi, and Janava Mata, like already repeatedly discussed by group 1 and 2. So yeah, these were the only three we could come up with.
Okay, very good. Okay, fine. Abhishek Sinha Prabhu, would you like to add anything?
Hare Krishna Mataji. So the example where the women in the society who are intelligent. So in devotional service, means in Krishna consciousness, we can say like there was Kadam, means Devahuti. So she was wife of Kadam Muni, and she was also very much devoted to Lord. She heard this means from her son. She got this means Lord Kapila gave her the instructions for the perfection, and that thing is that there is a chapter also in Bhagavatam regarding this. And also we see the example of Dhruv Maharaj's mother Suniti, I think the name. So she also insisted Dhruv Maharaj to go and search for Lord Narayana when he felt humiliated by his stepmother. So she also means pushing her son towards devotional service. So this shows that they are means intelligent class of society, means people. That thing.
Wow, Abhishek. You don't talk. When you talk, then nectar will come. Huh? Very nice. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Preeti Priyanka, Preeti Rupini Mataji, would you like to add anything? She's in listening mode. I think she's in office call. Okay. So thank you very much. Excellent, yeah. You all did a good job discussing this topic without hesitating. And the conclusion was very, very positive. None of you said that really, yes, women are less intelligent like that. Because you're seeing, you can see in your home that your mom is less intelligent or not compared with your dad. Then if you see, both of them are almost similarly intelligent. Why? If Prabhupada says something, it will not be wrong. It will be right only. But when we see practically, doesn't look true. The reason is, as Santush Nitai Prabhu told, Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha. In Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra. So when you had a society of Varnashrama Dharma, those who did a lot of Punya Karma will become Brahmana, will be born in Brahmana family, Brahmana men, who can perform yajna and all, who can give teachings to others, who are expert in archery like Dronacharya, Kripacharya, like that. Very expert in everything, and they're very strong in bodily and mentally, and they're not weaker people. Like that, based on the punya karma which is performed in the previous life, in the next life, one will get animal body or a bird body. In this way, in human variety, 4 lakh species are there, like better than humans or like demigods, or Rishi Putra, Muni Putra. Like that, if you see Brahma, he had great rishis and munis, and Brahma Loka as a son, as a son. So in this way, there are greater beings than the human. In human, 4 lakh varieties are there. Like in dog, you have Alsatian Pomeranian, like that, varieties are there. So here also you have varieties in human, like Rakshasa, Kinnara, Kimpurusha. Then you have this Milecha, Yavana. We are Manu's followers, so we are Manushya, Nara, Manushya. So this is one variety. Ashura is another variety. Deva is another variety. And within this Manushya category itself, there is many subcategory like Kashada. Then there are thieves and robbers and those who live in the forest like tribes, Nishada, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, like that varieties are there. All these varieties in men also, there are very less intelligent also there, more intelligent, the most intelligent, the intelligent class of men in the Varnashrama is called Brahmana. So the Brahmana is translated by Srila Prabhupada as intelligent class of men, which actually means Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra are less intelligent. They require a guidance of a Brahmana, who is the most intelligent. This is what is the Varnashrama system. The intelligence is based on. Then other than Brahmana, everybody is less intelligent. And in that category, if you see, the Brahmani or the Brahmana's wife is called mother, and the Acharya, he will be teacher like Dronacharya as his wife, is Kripi. That is Kripacharya's sister. In this way, they are all also very, very intelligent. Like Vasishta Muni, his wife, or in the Saptarishis. Like that, there are many exemplary characters, personalities. And then comes Vaishya. Then comes Kshatriya. So most of the women whom you quoted, especially Draupadi, Kunti, these people are all even regular, we can say Devaki and all, whoever is related in this scenario, if you see, they are all from Kshatriya background. And then comes Vaishya. They are just into business and money and sense gratification mostly, and then Shudra, who's the labor class. So the Shudra is considered less intelligent, and women are considered less intelligent. It's not a problem with them. It is the karma based on the spirit soul, what karma it performed in the previous life, it will get a body in the next life. In the present life, if a person may be born in a Brahmana family, but if he is doing all drinking and something, eating meat and all, he'll be removed that Brahmana body, and in next life he'll be given a lower species. So in the human variety also, there is lower and higher species. But whether it be any living entity is a spirit soul. So Jiva, that's what we are going to see in the second chapter. Now we are going to continue. Krishna is just going to start the Upadesh, and let us learn what is the first lesson Krishna is teaching and the most important lesson. The first lesson and most important lesson Krishna is going to teach is look beyond the body. Look beyond whether it's a tree or a plant or an animal or a bird or a human, whichever variety, Ashura, Deva, whatever it is, beyond that, there's a person sitting there inside who's a living entity and the spirit soul, and how to look at, understand. So Krishna is going to open us this vision and perspective for Arjuna. In this way, we are also getting benefited to see the world in a different perspective. The entire world, not just the ISKCON society alone, in a different perspective, without any discrimination. Pandita Samadarshina. A dog, a dog eater, a Brahmana, everybody should be looked in a similar way because they are spirit souls and Paramatma is accompanying everybody. If there is a shit and within that a worm is there, and even in that worm's heart, Paramatma is giving company to the spirit soul. He doesn't discriminate. So the Vaishnava like Narada Muni, they don't discriminate. They go in, when Narada Muni, there are many pastimes where Narada Muni entered into Ravana's palace and he was welcomed very nicely and he spoke. Then he went into Kamsa's palace. He goes to Hiranyakashipu. They all invite him and talk because he's a very equipoised devotee. And we are all followers of Narada Muni. How? Because daily we are chanting Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we have Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his plenary portion and expansion, Balaram, who is Nityananda Prabhu, then Mahavishnu and Shiva, great personalities. They are Purusha Avatar. That is Advaita Acharya. Then his Andaranga Shakti is Gadadhar Pandit. They are all another category. But when it comes to Srivas Thakur, he is a Jiva. Srivas Thakur is Narada Muni. And we are telling Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Srivas is guiding the entire Gauda Bhakta Vrinda. So Narada Muni came as Srivas Thakur and he is guiding the entire society and we have to follow his footstep where he doesn't discriminate who is a Deva, who's a Ashura, who's low born, who's he is just, Dhruva Maharaj also he gave initiation and Prahlad Maharaj, the Asura's baby. Hiranyakashipu was an Ashura and his wife was pregnant. And to the Ashura baby, he gave initiation and he taught Upadesha, he gave instructions and information about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the great Guru Maharaj also, son of a king also. And when he is walking in the forest, there is a person, hunter, Brihari, who's killing the animals, is uneducated, he can't even talk properly. To him also, he is giving initiation. He doesn't discriminate. Oh, you're not educated. King only I'll preach educated. Nothing. Whoever he comes across, preaching to the kings are better because they can establish a system where everybody can follow Krishna consciousness. That's of course good, but that doesn't mean that he discriminates. So the looking beyond the bodily concept is a vision which a preacher has to develop. Like Prabhupada, when he went, he told to the Western people who are sitting there, they are all foreigners. And he said, you people in America and in Western countries are living like dogs and cats. When Prabhupada was telling like this in the lecture, they were just laughing. Yes, the disciples felt that, yeah, we are living like dogs and cats. And they never took it as an offense. But if an ordinary person like us, any one of us, go and tell that you are living like dogs and cats, you'll be arrested or they won't like it. Because we are in bodily concept. And we are telling out, they seriously believe I'm a man, I'm a woman. And so when somebody talks low about women, I get angry. Or somebody talks low about women, I'm a man, so I'm very happy. Or this concept itself, you're a fool, number one. So one time, one lady, I'll conclude here because we are running late. Here after group discussion, you understand and give a proper outcome as a group. And all of you can share the outcome and come and present it. But I expect another standard. You're all educated boys and girls. You should have another standard of dealing things, not like this, confused characters. So you should come, group means group. Individual means individual. So don't stand as an individual despite you're in a group. That means you're not qualified to be part of Sankirtan movement. So you should know how to be very wonderful and friendly with devotees, other devotees, whoever they are, we are just put into different groups with different people in every time. But still we should play along very nicely. Okay. So you have to stay back now for my input. So I was, what I was telling about, very important thing. Srila Prabhupada, yeah, dog and cat, and we tell, they will take it offensive. Because we are talking from bodily platform, we are identifying ourselves as male, female, women, man, like this. And in that platform, when you say that, it will hurt their ego also. So, whereas if you're giving lecture on a transcendental plane, like Guru Maharaj Prabhupada, we will try our level best to be Sat Sangha. Sat means in spiritual platform. Asat means material platform. So the person who consider himself as a body is fool number one. And who will bother for the instruction of a fool? So this bodily concept has to be broken, and that is the first exercise Krishna is doing on Arjuna. And that is the second chapter, first portion, which we are going to learn from tomorrow onwards, how to break out of this bodily concept and come out. That to identify, I am this, I am that. Of course, we are within this body. See, I have a Maruti 800 car, another person has an ambassador car, another person is having a truck. And we may laugh, my vehicle is better than my bike is greater than your bike. The youth, we can see that. They're so proud about the bike. And they just, this me, they go on the road and all that. But mine is better than yours. But a person will come in an Audi car, he will laugh at this boy going in that bike. And the person who's going the bike will look at and laugh at a person who's going in the cycle. And the person who's going in the cycle will look at a person who's pedestrian, who's walking, and then he will laugh. Do you think it's a very, very amazing, intelligent laugh? Tomorrow you may go back to the street and you may not have any vehicle, you may be walking. So in any situation, we don't know the temporary situation. One should not become proud of the temporary situation, because punya karma and papa karma will take us back and forth into various species of life. So we are not supposed to laugh at any other species or degrade and think the other species to be degraded. Why? Because that living entity is part and parcel of Krishna. So how can I love Krishna and hate Krishna? I have to simply love Krishna. That's it. So the bodily discrimination. So the Bhagavad Gita takes us into another level, whereas in all other education takes us into bodily concept. For all the youth, there is college. For all the old men, there is some library. For all the women, there is a women's organization. Only ladies allowed, men are not allowed. Like that. So unisex beauty parlor. Then the dog is not allowed. But Krishna conscious movement, as Navneet Prabhu was mentioning, is for everyone, because everyone is a spirit soul. And everybody, from God's eye, everybody is equal. Now the question comes, then why did Prabhupada mention this here? Yes, women are less intelligent. Is it true? Yes. Because their karma is lesser than the men. But in the men, women are throughout Bhagavatam, Stri, Sudra, Dvijabandhu is always mentioned together as less intelligent. Shudra is also less intelligent. Equal to, and in that Stri, Sudra, Dvijabandhu, in the one lecture Prabhupada is giving, in which he is telling that Stri is of more intelligent, Shudra is second, less intelligent than women. And then Dvijabandhu, a person born in a Brahmana family but doesn't follow the Brahmanical culture, is third, more less intelligent. So, of course, Brahmana is the topmost intelligent, but in Kali Yuga, there is nothing in. So, we take two perspectives. One is public, one is devotees. In public, if you see, Kalo Shudra Sambhavaha. In Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra, born Shudra. Even though they are born in Brahmana family, this, that, I am a Vaishnava, I am Sri Rangam, whatever it is, everybody is Shudra, already declared by Vyasadeva. Kalo Shudra Sambhavaha. So in Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra. And there are women also. So there is less intelligent men and less intelligent women. Everybody is less intelligent in Kali Yuga. Full stop, no comma, finished. That's it. Everybody is less intelligent. And as far as devotees are concerned, somebody was mentioning, Santosh Nitai, I think, that the devotees are intelligent. Sumedha Shaha, very intelligent, they take up to Krishna consciousness and they stand 16 rounds, they take the holy name and they practice everything. Then they become Brahmanical qualities are all coming there and Vaishnava they become. Then Vaishnava is higher than Brahmana. So, Brahmagyana Didi Brahmana. I am not the body, I am spirit soul, and there is supreme absolute truth is there. This much one knows also Brahmana, but we know the supreme absolute truth, Krishna. Then we are more than Brahmana, Vaishnava. But even in that Vaishnava process, there is first initiation, and then Prabhupada gave second initiation, which is Brahmanical initiation for both men and women equally. So women and men who was thorough with the Krishna conscious philosophy and practicing everything nicely, they are all intelligent. So Prabhupada said that I want to create intelligent class of people in the society where everybody is Shudra by birth and by life. Everybody. We all are searching for job, searching for job. Even a person doing business is supplying to some big companies and this thing. He's dependent, not independently running his business. So always a naukar, always he is serving somebody, some big organization. Big, even, no, he has a big factory. What does he produce? He produces a machine part. So where does this part go? Into a bigger machine producer in somewhere else. So anyway, Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha by even their character, internal character. So Shudra and women are living. So even in non-devotee circle, if you're preaching, you cannot say that women are. So here you should present it properly that because said to be women are less intelligent is because of the karma, the previous karma. They can have something lesser. Somebody may be little blind or little lame. He may be limping and coming. He may have 6 fingers in the hand. And you say that, oh, you have due to your karma, you have 6 fingers, you don't come to the class. You cannot say that. So men and women should be very careful with each other. The men will go, the women will go into adultery, you're telling. The men of the world are also into adultery. Now, if you see, all are like that. Men are not like firm. They are dancing and jumping. If you see the movie, the man who's 25, 30 40-year-old man, he is as a hero, jumping like a monkey. Hands and legs he's moving and jumping like a monkey. And if you say he's an adult, well grown up adult, it's a comedy. There is nothing entertaining there. Looking at a woman going behind her like a dog going ha 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 and taking his tongue outside. A man who's 30, 40 years, they have shown that he's going behind a woman and his entire life is surrounded around a woman. He doesn't have any better thing to do in the world. Like that. Is this more intelligent? So not like that. So we don't discriminate at all based on birth. If somebody is born in foreign countries and we consider Krishna conscious society as Indian, we consider Hindu, these are all offense to Krishna conscious movement. We are committing offense. By being proud by our birth, becoming proud of your birth, it will be snatched away. Proudness is inversely proportional to Krishna conscious or devotion. So we should look everybody equally all over the world. All the living entities should be in an equal vision. And with same love and affection, we should be with everyone. This is essential. So this we will continue. The second chapter, now we are going to start and Krishna's presentation. Wow. He will take us into another perspective. That is the first lesson Krishna is giving to Arjuna. Okay. Any questions or comments? Kindly put it in the group. And some Sailesh, Jivesh, many of you had asked very nice questions. Something, if I find interesting, I'll put it in the group. Okay. So I am putting a message here and also in the group, the same message. This is a general opinion about gender discrimination, race discrimination, according to even GBC rules. One should not discriminate based on gender, caste, nationality, color, race. One should not discriminate in any of the lectures. This is by ISKCON law. Okay? So be very careful while presenting any Krishna conscious subject. Stick back to the subject rather than projecting these kind of informations in the society of devotees. So it's very important. Like if somebody today we will talk women are less intelligent, then tomorrow we'll talk villagers. You are coming from American country, you don't have a culture, you don't even wash your toilet, you have to use paper. Of course, we will talk about it because in Krishna conscious society we laugh at it. All of us, yeah, that is very bad. Because we are all trained and we don't see ourselves as body. So so far you're not initiated, your brain won't function properly because you're missing the kripa of Guru Maharaj. So Guru mercy is very, very essential to know. If you take the Guru Ashtakam song, like Sri Guru Charana Padma. So I want you to go through that song and learn the meaning of that. So Chakshudan Viloje Jemi Jemi. He will open our transcendental eye and vision and understanding. So at least you should take shelter. Then you'll start seeing things in a little better manner. And when you take initiation, your eye will start opening, not fully open. The eyes will start opening when you take initiation. So very, very essential to have spiritual master to see the things properly. And Santosh Nitai Prabhu told one more thing. One who has not accepted actually spiritual master internally within the heart, but not only by formality or something, then they will be missing. I don't consider them as devotee. He's telling, like if Birla built a mandir. I don't want to tell some specific name, but still, somebody built a mandir for Radha and Krishna, but there is no Acharya Parampara. Krishna speakari nahi karega. He won't. He's not going to accept it at all. So when Krishna doesn't accept, then how can you call it a devotee at all? But when they come into the system, you have Prabhupada who's guiding us. So initially they'll be under the general guidance and then they will come into the specific guidance, which is a progress. So we should not say that they are not devotees, they are devotees. But Prabhupada said that there is a mango tree. There will be kacha mango also. There will be ripe mango also. This is raw mango. Raw mango will be either sour or bitter, but the ripe mango will be very sweet. But the same mango only ripened further. So you should let time for that flower to blossom or that mango to get ripened. Or say that, okay, the mangoes are all, it's not a mango at all because it's not sweet, it is bitter or it is sour. Leave the mango for some time and then gradually it will become a very tasty mango. So you should allow that time. Yes, Santosh. Anybody want to leave? You can leave. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Okay, Santosh Prabhu, yes.
Mataji, I just wanted to share one point. Like when I speak, sometimes such points come that I only think after speaking that how come because this was not actually jotted down and prepared, well thought of. Sometimes some points come out of out of my mouth, which I then think and get convinced of. Ki, how come I speak this point, and then I'm only convinced of what I was speaking. Like too much, like it becomes very firm.
दिव्य
So
ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो. So the prema bhakti, the song is not coming on Krishna. We don't know Krishna. So if you look at the song in which this stanza is there, it is Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sharma. So when we take shelter of spiritual master, when we take initiation, then this empowerment comes, the Acharya Parampara's empowerment like this, what we are sharing, this experience is true. It is very much true. And that comes from the kripa, mercy of spiritual master. He's praying every day for his disciples. So when connecting with the spiritual Acharya Parampara is mandatory for real spiritual progress. Otherwise, it's not spiritual progress. It's just a simple practice. That's all. Excellent sharing. Thank you very much.
So Mataji, late if one person is there who had taken initiation but he is not have any inclination toward his Guru Maharaj, but one person he had not taken initiation but he is following all those things. So whom mercy will be there?
Without taking, then why, if a person is really affectionate to spiritual master, he should take initiation.
Yeah, but
Guru
he's
Maharaj
not
gives
taken.
you laddu, you will say no. He's giving laddu, that Harinam, no better laddu than Harinam. And if that prasadam of Supreme Lord is distributed. So it's bogus or cheating to say that a person is very attached to spiritual master, but he doesn't take initiation. That is cheating. That is bogus. So that is not real devotion. A person should, if he is serious, if he is attached to spiritual master, he should progress and take shelter and initiation. That is mandatory. And if you say that a person is formality taken initiation, but he is not attached to spiritual master. So the person who has taken initiation even for formality will get the mercy flowing from the Acharya Parampara, but the intensity of that mercy will be very thin. Whereas a person who has taken initiation also and fully surrendered and remembering spiritual master and praying every day sincerely, then he will have a thick, very strong mercy flowing in. So it depends on the intensity of surrender, the intensity of mercy happens.
And the person who has not taken initiation but he has
He'll get some costless mercy of Acharya Parampara. That's called costless mercy. And he gets the costless mercy of Acharya Parampara. That is why he is able to chant. So Prabhupada, he has taken up shelter of Prabhupada and he is chanting to an extent. But Prabhupada has given an instruction to take initiation. Prabhupada has set up the system of initiation, not not just like that time pass. Okay, if I want, I will do. If I don't want, I will not do. So the spirit soul has been rebelling Krishna like this only. His heart is rebelling against Krishna. This is the proof. That is not a devotee, proper devotee. Why? Because his heart is rebelling against Acharya Parampara's instruction. To connect, he is hesitating to commit himself. Sometimes people say that I support your party from outside. If you really believe, then you should enter inside. If you really have faith, you will enter inside. If you really have faith, not initiated, you're chanting 16 rounds, following regulative principle, then you go and commit yourself for lifelong to the spiritual master. That shows the surrender. Not otherwise, I am bahar dikawat ke liye. Outside में कितना ड्रामा करेगा. एक्शन ज्वाइन स्कूल ज्वाइन करना है तो जाकर एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म कर उधर ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा. बाहर से नहीं बोलना है. Okay, I have done tuition, I went to tuition center, I will write the exam privately and I will directly go to Goloka without guru. All these are bogus. He's a cheater, whoever it is. Maybe they didn't understand, they don't have proper guide. Initiation is not an option. Initiate means to begin. The spiritual life doesn't begin without initiation. How much ever round you chant 108 rounds a day. Still, if you are not initiated, you have not come in the eyes of Krishna. It's called the Upanayana. Upanayana means the mantra giving ceremony of the spiritual master to the disciple is Upa means nearby. Nayana means the eyes. The Supreme Lord's eye. You go in front of the Supreme Lord's eye when you take initiation from the spiritual master. That is why it's called initiate. Initiate means start. So sometimes some scooter, old Bajaj scooter, you kick and kick and kick, drr, 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 don't start. So this is called starting trouble. So Krishna doesn't see you. You can chant 1,000 rounds, 10,000 rounds. Unless you take initiation, Krishna doesn't see you. This is the truth. This is in Bhagavatam. Everywhere it is there. Many purports, Prabhupada is writing the importance of taking shelter of spiritual master and then taking initiation. Many purports, not one. Hundreds and hundreds of purports. Take Bhagavatam, many purports. I can show you more than 100, 500. I can show you where Prabhupada is telling. So this much Prabhupada is telling so many times. Only one place in a corner, Prabhupada has written, Chanakya Pandita told women are less intelligent. And that you repeat and repeat and repeat. I have heard as a devotee for 25 years. Sometimes when we take up some enthusiastic service, then immediately that is envy on Krishna. But how they are doing better than me. Of course, they are trained to be servants at home. So when they go to the temple, they very easily do the services. Temple services are similar to home, like cleaning the vessels or making garlands, or these are all very easy and regular activities. Everything in temple, including the managing the temple, everything is very easy for women, because in women managed joint families with 10 children, 16 children. And the children all stay joint family with the grandchildren and great grandchildren, and the women will manage the everything like nothing. Festivals, big festivals. Some Diwali, big festival she'll host with all the children. She has the capability to run the Khandan. Kali Yuga, it has become micro families. Small family with father, mother, child, children, like that. Otherwise, there'll be grandmother, grandfather, and everybody live in the same house. Like that, and she can manage it efficiently. She has the ability. So when they do enthusiastic service, they vary. Only one small word Prabhupada is telling, that is blowed up, and no, don't look at women, don't talk to women. They are all. Then you came from your mother, you're living with your sisters, you come from good families. You're not from dirty families who will always look at women in wrong perspective. So when you are taken out of women in a total outside way, then your mind will keep thinking about it only. When you say don't do, then only you'll do. So you are from decent families, then you know how to handle women in a very respectable way. How did you handle your mom? In childhood, if you didn't handle properly, your father will give a slap on your face. If you disrespect your mother, how would I have had food? A grown-up body like an ass, na bada. You become like a big body. Who fed you food? Who cooked you all the 3 times? And who basic how to wash yourself, how to bathe your teeth, wash yourself and brush your teeth and bathe. Who taught you? She is the first Shiksha Guru to live a life. Today you have automated the system of bathing and eating, and then you become proud. Then you spit on the face. So this instruction you're able to take very seriously. But when Prabhupada is mentioning in thousands of purports that accepting a spiritual master is very, very essential, and that is looking like a secondary instruction. And it's not so very important. So this is a wrong guidance. This is ideas are due to the wrong guidance. So it's very important for us to have a correct perspective when dealing in Krishna consciousness. So accepting spiritual master is mandatory, and anybody who doesn't have an intention to accept, then is not a proper devotee. Is just a practitioner, a small baby. Proper devotee means is not taken responsibility in Krishna conscious society. That's all.
Okay, Mother.
Is that okay, Akasha Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
So it's sure mandatory to take initiation. It's not optional. Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? Post me in privately also in WhatsApp you can do. Okay, let's offer obeisances. Vaishnava devotees. Vancha kalpatarabhyascha kripasindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaur